Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Diamond Collection Fall Edition of September 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to support the channel by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Stay tuned for shoutouts to last week's coffee supporters. Your support means the world to me, and I absolutely appreciate it beyond words can say. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Novalands. Novalands offers a serene escape into the world of island management and automation. In this delightful title, you'll find yourself immersed in a tranquil gameplay loop that balances resource gathering, factory building, and exploration. As your custom character, you'll explore hexagonal islands rich with resources, from twig trees to berry bushes. The game's hands-off approach allows you to discover its mechanics organically, fostering curiosity and rewarding exploration. Despite initial intimidation for newcomers in the genre, Novalands proves to be accessible and engaging, with hours slipping away effortlessly as you optimize production lines and uncover new technologies. The game's rhythm is captivating as you gather resources with the extractor, construct factories, and utilize items to progress. The diverse use of resources create a satisfying synergy, enhancing the gameplay experience. Furthermore, exploring neighboring islands adds depth, with each biome offering unique challenges and rewards. Novaland's progression system, including skill points and research trees, provides meaningful upgrades that enhance your capabilities. The introduction of automation through bots elevates gameplay, allowing for efficient resource management and expansion across islands. Despite limitations with bot capacity and occasional inventory management bugs, Novalands remains a charming and relaxing experience. With its colorful pixel art and cozy sci-fi atmosphere, Novalands creates a welcoming environment for players seeking a low-stress gaming experience. While the soundtrack lacks variety, the game's sound effects captures the bustling outdoor factory ambience effectively. Novalands offers a delightful blend of factory building, exploration, and relaxation. Despite minor flaws, it provides hours of enjoyable content and is a must-play for fans of automation and exploration genres. At number 2 we have Combat Mission Shock Force 2. A tactical war game that offers both turn-based WeGo and real-time gameplay. Set in modern warfare scenarios, you'll either command a NATO-led force invading Syria or defend as the Syrian army. This game shines in offering small to mid-sized unit tactical battles in hypothetical scenarios. You'll find that Shock Force 2 provides an unparalleled level of tactical depth. You can choose between real-time strategy or WeGo, where both sides make moves simultaneously over the course of a minute. WeGo is often preferred, giving you time to carefully plan your maneuvers for each turn. Missions vary in length, typically lasting between 30 minutes to an hour and a half, and the complex strategies required make each scenario feel fresh. The game's scenarios range from house-to-house combat to open-field engagements, where strategic positioning and unit management are key. You'll need to outmaneuver better-equipped forces, especially when playing as the underpowered Syrian army, providing some of the game's most thrilling moments. However, the game's dated UI and lack of quality-of-life features, such as a volume slider and an in-game tutorial, can make learning the ropes frustrating. Despite this, Combat Mission Shock Force 2 stands out as one of the best modern combat simulations available. If you're a fan of war games, this is a must-play, offering both accessibility and complexity that will challenge even the most seasoned strategist. At number 3 we have Dream Tactics, a captivating deck-building adventure. This game tells the story of Neru, a lazy hero who must save the realm of dreams from the nefarious Dream Eater. Despite its imperfections, Dream Tactics offers a unique and engaging experience that you'll want to add to your gaming library. Dream Tactics is not a roguelike, but don't let that deter you. As you explore various dream worlds, you'll collect a plethora of cards from hidden chests, allowing you to customize each character's deck and recruit new heroes. Your starting team includes Neru, Luna the Bunny Knight, and Sophie the Berserker. As you progress, you'll gather more characters like Amber the Fire Mage and Reggie the Thief, who is one of the few friendly pillows you'll encounter. The game's main activities involve exploring vast dream worlds, battling hordes of sentient pillows in turn-based combat, and defeating key bosses to collect dream fragments. The banter between characters and quirky nature of the pillow enemies add a humorous touch to the game. Pillows come in various classes, from witches and archers to healers and lightning casters, providing diverse combat challenges. Dream Tactics shines in its unique blend of turn-based tactics and deck building. Each character has a distinct deck of cards, and you can share cards between them, allowing for strategic gameplay adjustments. Additionally, the game's equipment system though complex, adds another layer of depth to character customization. While the game encourages exploration with rewards like buttons, which is the currency, and new cards, it has a few drawbacks. Some battles can feel repetitive, and the game's difficulty may spike unexpectedly. Trapped gauntlets, requiring you to navigate hazards, can also be frustrating due to their high risk of failure and lack of mid-gauntlet saves. Despite minor issues, Dream Tactics is a fun, ambitious, and humorous adventure. It offers a surprisingly challenging experience, with successful runs taking over 10 hours. Fans of tactical and deck-building genres will find much to enjoy in this delightful game. At number 4 we have Slayer's X Terminal Aftermath Vengeance of the Slayer, a survival FPS adventure game where you dive into the chaotic world of a teenager's imagination, set against the backdrop of the late 90s FPS modding scene. In this game, you follow Zane, a fictional character from Hypnospace Outlaw, who embodies the awkward adolescence of video gaming. The plot revolves around Zane's creation, a modded FPS game reflecting his self-centric teenage fantasies. You, as Zane, play a mystical warrior hacker, an X-Slayer, who seeks vengeance against the Psychos for killing his mom and fellow X-Slayers. The game is a fascinating blend of intentional bad design and compelling character exploration. It's a tribute to the amateur aesthetic of early modded games, with level designs that lack flow, textures repurposed hastily, and CGI cutscenes that wouldn't have been possible for teenagers at the time. Yet, these elements are crafted so deliberately that they evoke a sense of charm and authenticity. Despite the amateur facade, Slayer's X offers an enjoyable gameplay experience. The weapons are varied and fun, the exaggerated hit bob is reminiscent of 90s FPS games, and the intentionally flawed level design adds to the nostalgia. While the game is not perfect, it is short, has limited enemies and weapons, and you frequently encounter design problems, it still manages to be entertaining. Ultimately, Slayer's X stands out not just as a game, but as a unique piece of fiction. It offers a window into a time many will remember, blending edgy teenage fantasies with a narrative that's both cringeworthy and deeply moving. It's an elaborate lie that feels honest, complete with humor and nostalgia. If you're a fan of character-driven stories and nostalgic game design, Slayer's X is worth your time. At number 5 we have Afterimage, a magical Metroidvania, emerges as a strong title in its genre, offering a captivating 30-hour experience. As you guide Rennie, an amnesiac woman, and her floating companion Ifri through the lands of Engarden, the anime-inspired narrative begins modestly, but evolves into a compelling journey of self-discovery and environmental exploration. The game's hand-drawn anime-inspired art style brings Engarden to life, with vibrant colors, portraying both thriving nature and desolation. The narrative delves into themes of selfish desires, faith, and breaking cycles of violence, providing a rich backdrop to the Metroidvania experience. The environmental storytelling adds depth to each area, enhancing the overall narrative. Afterimage's strength lies in its open-ended sections, requiring careful exploration to unveil the vast setting. Traversal upgrades, like double jumping and underwater navigation, feel satisfying and seamlessly integrate into Rennie's controls. While some platforming quirks exist, the game's precise controls and well-placed respawn points make challenges both enjoyable and manageable. Combat in Afterimage is equally satisfying, offering various weapon types with distinct advantages. The introduction of magic adds a ranged dimension, though its viability compared to weapons may vary. Boss fights are plentiful and challenging, with interesting patterns to memorize. However, the balance can be disrupted by the player's exploration choices, leading to encounters that feel either too easy or overly challenging. Despite some exploits and quirks, Afterimage remains a magical gem for Metroidvania enthusiasts, offering a core experience that engages with its rich world, satisfying combat, and exhilarating platforming. At number 6 we have Wasteland 3, a role-playing game that seems to be a blend of Fallout and XCOM. This game takes place in the endless snow of Colorado after the apocalypse. You play as characters in a squad of desert rangers who are out of your depth. You're sent up north to broker a deal with the prosperous local leader for supplies that your base really needs. This means helping the patriarch of Colorado Springs round up his rebellious offspring. The problem is that they're all adults, and each of them has joined some really weird factions, from Ronald Reagan worshippers to Hispanic murder clowns. You're quickly shoved into the politics of the different factions. This game plays similarly to XCOM during battle, but with more heavy RPG elements where decisions and responses you make or give to other characters will determine how your story goes. As an example, letting an enemy go at some point in the game will spring a trap for you later on. Or, if you don't let the enemy go and you decide to kill them, a potential recruit into your party will be killed.
This also means that you can play through this game's 60-hour base campaign multiple times, just to see what happens when you make different decisions. In terms of combat, when your character attacks, your strike meter goes up, which will eventually allow you to unleash a precision strike attack, which is sort of a limited special ability. Most guns' special abilities allow you to precisely shoot specific body parts like in Fallout. Some other weapons have their own precision strikes, like rocket launchers gain a radioactive bonus, essentially turning it into a nuke. You'll have access to some NPC sidekicks like various animals, robots, and humans. Because you can't control them, they'll most likely do stupid things like charging head-on at a group of enemies, only to be utterly murdered, or even walking through a pit of fire or radiation to be melted into a pile of bloody mess. Some fights will include interesting scenarios to keep things somewhat fresh, like sometimes you get to bring your car with a mounted cannon, and often you can stealth into position before attacking your enemy if your character has the sneaky shit skill for bonus damage. In addition, the story is quite engaging with some interesting characters like the alcoholic comedian Scotchmo and the taunting serial killer Vic. Characters are fully voiced and have full facial expressions, making the world feel more alive. The same can't be said for your playable characters and party members though, as there is no way to talk to them except by wandering around hoping to stumble over a conversation trigger. Wasteland 3 offers a decent story that blends seriousness and silliness into one, and a challenging yet engaging turn-based gameplay.
At number 7 we have Undying, a heartfelt survival game set in the zombie apocalypse where you play as Enling, a mother fighting against time to teach her son, Cody, how to survive before she succumbs to a zombie bite. Released in December 2023, this game focuses on crafting, exploration, and survival mechanics, while telling an emotionally charged story. As Enling, you guide Cody through scavenging for supplies, repairing your broken down home, and defending against the undead. The crafting system is robust, allowing you to gather materials like metal and glass to make tools, grow crops, and prepare meals. Each lesson you pass on to Cody is vital for his survival, and your bond deepens as he learns to fend for himself. You will face tough decisions about whether to trust other survivors, risking dangerous confrontations, or forming alliances that may not be what they seem. As you venture into new areas, the game's risk-reward system keeps you on edge, especially since resources are scarce and zombies are ever present. While the story is gripping, the early game can be punishing. Basic survival tools are not always explained clearly, making the learning curve steep. However, once you get the hang of it, Undying offers a fulfilling experience with deep emotional layers. Undying is a beautifully crafted tale of love, sacrifice, and survival that will resonate with you long after playing, even if it tests your patience at the start. At number 8 we have Starship Troopers Terran Command, a chaotic RTS that excels in tactical bug fights but lacks a bit of narrative depth. This game places you in command of the mobile infantry as they battle swarms of arachnids on the desert mining planet Kwalasha. The gameplay focuses on intense shootouts, desperate defenses, and evacuations, delivering a satisfying yet sometimes overwhelming experience. You start with basic rifleman squads and gradually unlock more unit types, including powerful power armor squads. The game requires you to choose the right forces and position them strategically as units block each other's lines of fire, necessitating careful planning to maximize your firepower. The game's core strategy revolves around creating kill zones, maintaining overlapping fields of fire, and managing reinforcements. The missions are not puzzles with a single solution, but challenge you to adapt based on the types of bugs you encounter. From snipers taking out long-range spitters to rocketmen dealing with heavily armored scorpions, each unit plays a crucial role. The game's lack of health bars for bugs enhances the chaotic feel of battles, making it seem like you're truly overwhelmed by an endless swarm. Terran Command does have its drawbacks, such as an inadequate alert system and the need for constant micromanagement. The absence of a formation system and the requirement to manually trigger special abilities can make battles frantic. Additionally, the game could benefit from more narrative elements and options to add depth and replayability. Despite these issues, Starship Troopers Terran Command offers a solid RTS experience. It's engaging and challenging, with a nostalgic nod to the film's chaotic bug fights. If you enjoy strategic combat and don't mind a bit of chaos, this game is worth a try. At number 9 we have Vlad Circus Descend into Madness, a retro point-and-click adventure that offers more than just the usual creepy clown trope. Set in the 1920s, you step into the oversized shoes of Oliver Mills, also known as Lazy Ollie, a clown who's had a rough go of it. After a devastating fire destroyed the Vlad Circus, Ollie is released from a mental institution and invited to a reunion at a mansion by the circus's wealthy owner. From here, the story takes a dark and twisted turn. The writing and setup are top-notch, with the game unfolding over a long night at the mansion. You'll meet old Circus members and navigate a narrative that hooks you with its strange story, weird characters, and intriguing plot twists. Despite its bizarre storyline, the game is a captivating experience that keeps you engaged from start to finish. Gameplay in Vlad's Circus Descent into Madness is straightforward but effective. As you interact with the environment and explore different rooms, the game initially feels a bit confusing due to its semi-darkness. However, once you get the hang of it, the game's rhythm becomes quite enjoyable. The puzzles and quests are engaging, though the frequent backtracking can be a bit tedious. Visually, Vlad's Circus is one of the best pixel art games available. It boasts brilliant lighting effects, great character design, and a stunning color palette, creating an atmospheric experience as you navigate the spooky mansion. The minimal but effective sound design enhances the overall eerie vibe. From the first cutscene, Vlad's Circus Descent into Madness promises a memorable experience. Despite some minor annoyances like backtracking and less than perfect combat mechanics, the game excels with its compelling story, beautiful pixel art, and engaging puzzles. If you enjoy point-and-click adventures, this is a game worth playing. At number 10 we have Little Big Workshop Good vs. Evil Bundle. Little Big Workshop is a charming factory management simulation game that combines whimsical aesthetics with complex production strategies. You manage a tiny tabletop factory filled with gnomes, producing everything from toys to furniture. The game revolves around optimizing factory layouts, managing worker happiness, and fulfilling client orders. The Evil DLC expands on this by introducing a darker, more cutthroat version of the base game, where sabotage and corporate greed become part of the strategy. In the base game, you start with a small factory and gradually expand by adding more workstations, upgrading to metalworking, plastic production, and more. As you take on contracts, worker efficiency and happiness are vital to success. Your reputation grows by meeting deadlines and producing high-quality products. Expanding your factory and upgrading machines are key to staying ahead of increasing demands. While the late game can become overwhelming with multiple deadlines and complex products, the overall gameplay remains engaging and satisfying, especially for management fans. The Evil DLC introduces a new level of gameplay, perfect for seasoned players craving an extra challenge. You take on the role of a villain in training, under the guidance of Vlad, a cartoonish supervillain from the original game. The DLC adds a new tech tree, focused on sabotage and corporate espionage. You can hire an overseer to push your workers harder, or send spies to ruin your competitors. The DLC also features over 30 new products, like VR headsets and garlic guns. Despite some minor bugs, the DLC successfully shifts the gameplay's focus to more aggressive tactics, while maintaining the core factory management feel. Overall, both the base game and the Evil DLC offers hours of entertainment for fans of simulation games. The base game's charm is delightful, and the DLC adds a fresh twist, with its dark humor and ruthless gameplay mechanics. And that's all for this bundle. The overwhelming consensus on the Diamond Collection is clear. The pricing does not align with the value offered. Many have expressed disappointment, noting that several titles have been bundled before or are available for much lower prices elsewhere. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Special thanks to Locatus of Borg and Nirvana Man for donating to the channel last week. You guys are awesome! From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.